We are partnering with the Dur Hospitality Services to provide assistance and guidance during the registration and purchase of the packages for the Hajj 2025 season using the Ministry of Hajj Nusuk platform. We are also going to be forming groups and guides for people who are going to be enrolling with us, so that after the sale, we will be assisting in the formation of group and then the logistics of going to a Hajj, and all that will be shared for people who want to use us as their tour guides. This is not only for US, Canada, UK, but people from Germany, Netherlands, as well as from France. We have people from all over the 126 countries that are part of the group. We, along with my team, will assist in the logistics of preparing for Hajj, and then be their guides throughout the journey of Hajj. Along with me is my friend and co-host and partner with the Ar-Rahman Guests Travels, brother Samir, who is also the co-host for today's webinar. With that, let me go ahead and get started. We got a lot of things to cover up, and I want to make sure this session has been used to your benefit. As I walk through, please pay attention, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to put that in the chat, but we will definitely get to all the questions at the very end and also give you the opportunity to ask questions. With that, let me go ahead and move through our today's agenda. I wanted to do a quick review of how the Hajj process works, what to expect in the phase 3, some of the Dur packages that we are partnering and supporting. How does the inventory of the packages and availability look like? This is important so that you can make some choices as well as have some backup preferences. We'll talk about how to quickly browse the different packages using the Nusuk platform, review the Dur packages URL links that we have that can be a quick access for you. We will also talk about public packages, because this phase is going to have both the public as well as the custom packages that will be available for sale, or rather for purchase itself, and how to have a backup of a preferred package. Finally, we'll talk about booking a package, and most important, this is the most important part, is paying attention to the challenges that you are going to face at the time of booking a package. Remember, the past couple of weeks that we had phase 1, phase 3 is not going to be any different. So you got to be prepared for those challenges to come your way, and how best you are prepared will help define as to how easily you will be able to get through to make up the purchase of the sale itself. We'll talk about the timeline of the package sale, and we'll talk about the next steps. So here's the quick review. I believe by this time you all should have had the account created, uploaded the documents, the applications are filled up, you have all the applications verified for yourself and your family members, your preferred category is selected, you have activated your e-wallet, and your e-wallet is topped up with the amount needed for you and your family members to buy any of the preferred packages. The package configurations are saved and appear on your card. The last point, if it does not appear on your card, we will talk about that, how to get that to appear in your cards. So throughout this process, there are these 10 steps of the Nusuk application that you have to get through. We are at the point of the step 9, and that's where we are going to be looking forward for in the phase 3. By this time, everyone should have completed all the steps from 1 to 8. If you need any assistance to getting through these steps 1 to 8, please reach out to me and my team. We will be glad to help you out to make sure that you are ready for the phase 3 when the phase basically opens up for purchases. So the phase 3 start date. So it has not started. So number 1 is, people have been hearing about some people having bought a package today. Alhamdulillah. There is one brother who basically got a package from UK, and it was in his khair that he was destined to buy that package, and it only happened because there was somebody who probably canceled it for various reasons, better known for him, and that actually happened to be the right time for the brother to have gone ahead and made the purchase of that package. Otherwise, the phase 3 is not open, It is not open for any country at this point. The phase 3 is going to be open for all the 126 countries, including US, Canada, France, UK, where the country quota has been reached. All the remaining quota from the phase 1 and phase 2 will be allocated back to the used countries so that they get to purchase. And we estimate somewhere around 4,000 to 5,000 packages will be available in the phase 3 to purchase for all the 126 countries. In this is going to be the custom and public packages will be available for purchase during the sale. Sale is going to continue until all the 126 countries quota is exhausted, which means if there is a remaining 5,000 packages, all those 5,000 packages will be exhausted until that time the sale is going to be going on. Today, the packages remain grayed out until the opening of the sale. However, the packages are viewable, can be configured and saved to the cart. So pay attention if you have not done this. You can do this. Today, you can do the packages, view the packages, you can configure the packages and go all the way till saving it to your cart, and you cannot purchase beyond that point. So packages will be still kind of, in the last state where it's going to be saved to the cart, but you do not see a save configuration button or a purchase configuration button. And we'll talk about that, how it appears. The package prices will remain the same. It's not going to change. Today, it's a good way for you to understand what does it cost for you to buy a package, because it gives you the opportunity to configure for yourself, your co-applicants, the rooms, the flights, and everything, the transportation, all included. What is the total cost that you need to pay for a particular package, so that you have the exact amount or maybe a little bit more to your e-wallet, so that you are ready when the packages go on sale. The exact date and time of the sale is still not published. Nobody in any country knows about when the date and time is. This is still being discussed at the Ministry of Hajj level. Neither the service provider knows about it, nor anybody else outside of the Ministry of Hajj knows about it, because this needs to be getting an approval from the ministry to get finalized as to what the quota is going to be, whether they are going to keep the quota as with the remaining number of quantities, or are they going to increase the per country quota capacity as well. So in that way, we will have more opportunities to buy the packages. So anything that you are hearing could just be rumors, unless and until it is coming from a very known source for you, a trustable source for you. And Dur, like any other service provider, gets this information straight from the ministry, and they communicate to us as their partner, and we pass along the message. We do not speculate on anything else, but we do tell you that based on our experience from the past years, they do open up the sale to make sure that all the packages get sold for the remaining quota within the countries. The chances of increasing the quota is also high, because that's what the ministry has done, so that the service provider do not lose out money for the money that they have put in to reserve the hotels and all that they have done as part of the preparation of the Hajj 2025. When the sale happens, this is again going to be the first come, first served basis. So whoever gets the package quickly, be able to log in, be able to configure the package and go on to the last step to be able to purchase the package is the one who basically gets it. And this goes on until the end of the sale of the packages. I want to go through what is remaining inside of the Dur. So this is important because you can make a note of what is in Dur packages that you can be assured of having a greater chance of getting a package. This is all the inventory that I have received from the Dur service provider, and you will get this for all the countries that I have. Now, in this case, I'm showing you a package called Dur Luxury Spacious. This is the only luxury package that is currently remaining with the Dur Hospitality. The luxury packages are of high demand from all the service provider. This is with the VIP Majar al-Khabj. This has all the other countries have been exhausted except for Berlin, which has a few remaining spots available at this point of time. Make a note of this one. If you are from Germany, this is a great opportunity for you to buy the package when the sale actually opens up. Again, the quantity is very low. Just take a chance. So this is about the Dur Luxury Spacious. Here are the other packages, and I want to take you all to make note of this one. Primarily from Canada, USA, there are these packages that I have highlighted. These are all the packages termed as premium. However, their camp is actually Majal Al-Kabj. So that means you will have the same as the luxury packages, except that the packages are categorized as premium. There is high quantity available in the Dur Premium Rotana, about 107 from Toronto and New York. Great opportunity there for if you are looking to buy any of the Majal Al-Kabj related camp packages. Majal Al-Kabj and Al Muasim are the only two different camps where the packages are all associated with. If they are not with Majal Al-Kabj, then all of the packages for all the 126 countries, US and the North American and European, is going to be in the Al Muasim camp. And those are all inside of the other premium packages that you are going to see, as well as in the standard and public packages. So here are some of the packages for which the quantity is actually displayed. Make a note if you need any specific package that you need to know about. Send me a direct message. I will be able to get you the details. As for more of these from France, as far as from Germany, UK, there is this package premium peace, premium tolerance, and also I believe there is also premium premium tolerance and premium peace from the UK side. From Germany, there is premium generosity is there. Premium Makaram is a good package for US and Canada, got a good quantity there of 158. Premium Tolerance is a lot more quantity there remaining for Paris, UK, Netherlands, and a great opportunity one more time for people from these areas. And again, Premium Peace also has a lot of those remaining as well. Standard packages, here are some of those from London, from Madrid in there, Rome in there. A lot of these packages have quite amount of quantity remaining from the Dur Hospitality packages. Some more of the packages with their quantities remaining are the standard packages that you see in here. Make a note of these, and if you need more details of these packages, I will be able to provide you those as well. All right, so with that inventory over, yes, let me go through this last one. Okay, this is about the shifting packages. These are premium shifting. There are still part of the Majal Al-Kabj. So this is also a great way to get your package. But the only difference here is that it is a shifting package. That means you will be in the interim put into a hotel in Azizia, which is in between Mecca and Mina. These packages have good quantity that you are currently seeing, and they are good short-term packages, and more of these for US and UK. Sorry, US and Canada is what is remaining in here. One more standard shifting there remaining. All right, so here's what we are going to do. So I want to make sure that I prepare you all as to how do we quickly look up the packages when it comes on the day of the sale. You should practice this. I ask you all that you practice this way ahead. The best option that I always suggest is, use the search bar. If you look at the top of your screens, there is something called as the search bar. In that, enter the keyword. For example, if you're looking for Dur, just enter the keyword DUR, and it is going to quickly take you into the list of all the packages of Dur. If you have a specific package, also put in like the number, like the name of the package. Just keep that handy so that when you do not find your package that you had preferred the first time around, you're not able to find it. The quickest way for you to do is clicking on the packages link and then quickly navigating to the search bar and then entering the keywords in there so that you can quickly see the list of all the packages like what I am seeing on this screen. Today, if I put in the Dur, this is what you're going to say. All the packages in all the countries today, I would say that they have shown you that reached full capacity. But however, today Nusuk has provided us the capability of viewing the details. So if you click on the view details, you can go into the details of that particular package. So while staying on this page, I want to make sure that you see this, how I have put in the search bar with the DUR. And the moment I click enter, I'm able to get all the packages of Dur listed out so that they are shortlisted instead of all the 600 plus packages that we have on Nusuk. From here, you click the view details and that takes you to this details page. Pay attention to all the information in here as to what the package start and end date is, how many days in Mecca, how many days in Medina, and what type of hotels are there, what type of camp you will be put in, and the cancellation policy, which is going to be standard across all the service provider, and the total price that you are going to see for this package. Now, as you go into the next stage, I'm going to show you how the package price basically varies based on the room selection. If you have not done so far, marked any package as preferred, you need to do that today. You need to make sure that you have one of the packages. This is a basic step needed that you need to complete. However, it has no significance, but just keep it as marked as preferred by clicking on the heart button or this button that you see, which is marked as preferred. After you have reviewed all this information, click on the button that you see at the bottom right, which says configure package. Once you click on the configure package, it's going to take you to the next page where the room selection needs to be done. You need to make a room selection for all the applicants on your application. The default price that you saw in the beginning was all based on the quad occupancy. You still, however, need to select the room occupancy for all the applicants for yourself so that the number that you see in the screen is equal to the total number of applicants on your account. Once you have this selected, you need to also, before going there, check whether you like to be in a quad occupancy room or a triple or a double. Depending on the room configuration, your prices can go up or down depending on double, triple, or quad. If you are just by yourself and have chosen a quad occupancy, that means you will be sharing this room occupation with other pilgrims who would have also selected four as their as quad as their room occupancy. So all the bookings include a bed in a shared room. There is a max of 4 beds only. If you have chosen double room, that means you only have 2 beds. And that means if you and your wife is traveling together, or son and mother is traveling together, then if you have chosen a shared double room, that means you both will be inside of that one double room. This is also a good point to communicate with your service provider guides or groups to let them know that if at all you are a group but have selected different but are in different bookings, if they can put you all together in a shared room, and that can be done at a later point of time. But for now, it is important that you need to make sure that you make a room selection based on your needs. Please make a note that not all packages and all service providers provide you with the double room occupancy option, and not all hotels also have a double room occupancy option. So whatever option is available, that's the one that you can select. There is no other option for you other than what is available for you at that point of time. So just be prepared. Just be prepared that you do not have to panic. If you, let's say, for example, today there's a double room, by the time you go into the booking, you suddenly see that the double room is not available, then just go in and pick up whatever type of room occupancy you get at the time of booking, because that's a very crucial and time sensitive navigation that you will be doing at the time of booking. Every minute that you delay is every minute lost in securing a package. So just be mindful of this one. These additional packages, you can make a selection of this. All these items that you are seeing, the Zamzam water, the rosary, the umbrellas, the prayer mat. Most of the service provider gives out these as gifts and other goodies that come from each of the service providers. If you have not selected it, it's okay. These are all very small things as compared to the larger, goal that you are trying to do by going on Hajj. And keeping the time as sensitive, do not waste time in selecting these. Quickly navigate to the next screen, which is where you are going to configure the flights. And this is where the difference comes. When it is a custom package, the flights come pre-configured. The service provider has all the flights pre-configured. You only have the option to make a choice of the flights. And when you're making the choice, you got to review the flight details, the departure date, the place, the airlines, transit, if any, for the onward journey, the arrival date in Saudi Arabia, the place and the airlines, departure dates from Saudi, the place and the airlines, and likewise arrival back to your destination and the place and the airlines for those. As you select this airline, your total price is going to show up on the right side purchase details panel. Make a note of those. Once again, it should not change if you have already done the pre-configuration today to the time when you actually purchase the package on the day of the sale itself. You cannot do much other than just selecting the flights. Whatever is your nearest gateway that you think is comfortable for you, select those as the flights, and then review the prices based after the flight selection. Now, this is for the custom flights only. As for the public packages, it's going to be a little different. The public packages will need to be configured by the pilgrims. So you need to start by selecting the acknowledge and select your flight button. You will be taken to the flight selection page. You can make your own flight configuration. The requirement for this, however, is that the final destination on arrival has to be with the flight booked inside of Nusuk, whether it is Jeddah or Medina. Likewise, the return flight should have a port of departure from either Jeddah or Medina. That means you can have a short flight, let's say, for example, from Dubai to Medina and return from Jeddah to Dubai. And you can make your own arrangement to go from, let's say, from New York to Dubai, and likewise Dubai to New York. That's a thing that you can make outside of the Nusuk, but within the Nusuk, the requirement is that one of the flight has to land inside of Saudi Arabia with the flight purchased from inside of the Nusuk along with the package. So I hope that is clear. And I'm going to walk you through what it looks like. The departure date, transit, and all that has to be matching with the package start date and end date. Very critical for you to make those choices today so that you are mentally prepared on the day of the sale to make this selection quickly as you get through these steps of configuring the flight on the day of the purchase sale, the package sale. Nusuk actually uses the third-party provider, Al-Musafir, for flight selection. I'm going to show you how it looks. And when you acknowledge and select a flight, it basically takes you to this window on the right that you are seeing, excuse me. That is going to give you two options. One is just a round trip with, a departure and a return flight. There is also an option called multi-city. You can make either of the choices, and the departure dates and then the arrival dates, you need to make sure that they match up with the package start date and end date. When you click on show flights, it's going to list you all the flights that is available through the Al-Musafir platform, and it's going to list you all the flight options that is available for you. Choose the best one. However, make a note, start date, end date, the transit, and the price that it charges. This price that you see today may not be the same price that you see on the day of the purchase of the packages, because this flight is, the flight prices are based on what is available inside of the Al-Musafir. It's like an Expedia, for a better term, right? The flights can be up or down depending on how much of demand is on that particular day. But for a ballpark, you can definitely see this today and get yourself an idea as to how much it may cost you, a few $100s up and down. So make a note of this one, make a flight selection. And as you get to the flight selection, it gives you the details of the traveler. This should pull all the information from Nusuk, and that you should be able to see for all the passengers, all the account holders inside of your account. And you should confirm they all look right. And once you do that, make sure that you read the terms and click on submit. And you will see a processing window like this. Sometimes this may be a delay, so just be prepared on the day of the sale. This can become a bottleneck for you in making a purchase of the package. Just so that you are all aware, this is how the process flows. One thing to note, if you configure a custom flight today, it's going to expire within a few minutes. It will not be inside of your package on the day of the sale. That means you have to go through this step on the day of the sale, regardless whether you had it saved today or you had it saved it like half an hour before the package sale opens, because the platform basically releases those flight selection within minutes of you selecting and not having completed the purchase itself. It's like any other let's say travel websites that you have seen, like Expedia, booking.com, which will hold those bookings for only a few minutes. After that, the bookings are actually gone from your account or your card. So just be prepared that this can be the case. I want to make sure that I use this opportunity to guide you all through this process. After you have made the flight selection, whether it is through the custom package with the pre-configured flight or the custom flight in the public packages, this option that comes in now varies from package to package as well. With the custom package, you only have this package transportation that is provided by the service provider. Every pilgrim, every account holder has to select the package transportation for arrival and departure from the Saudi Arabia. Make a selection, not a huge price difference. It's about like 23, 22 Saudi Riyal in here, 51 Saudi Riyal. All that what they have done is basically broken down from the initial price that you saw in the beginning into this, transportation cost, so that they let the, accounting of the service provider basically manage how much of it costed them for this transportation, etc. No choice for you other than making a selection. Be quick in the screen as well, so that you don't spend time. Now, as for the public packages, you see the difference here. The public packages will give you three different types of package transportation options rather. So you got to make a choice whether you want to take a private car, Ar-Rahman high-speed rail, or a package transportation. My suggestion to you all is just choose the package transportation. In that way, you are putting the onus on the service provider to provide you with the transportation. Whether you arrived at a certain time of the day of the package start, the service provider is going to make sure that you are transported from the place of your arrival to the hotel location. And that is all going to be worked out before the start of the Hajj. And once you have secured the package, all the groups formed will make sure that your arrival date, your flight, the arrival place, and all that is being taken care by your guide as well as the groups itself. However, once again, going back to the selection of the packages, this is what you need to do at the public packages selection in the transportation selection page. Be quick again here. Do not spend time. Just keep this as a mental exercise. What do I need to do now? Make a package transportation and then go on quickly. Don't spend time. If you have made up your mind that you want to go with the Ar-Rahman high-speed train, okay, just make that choice as well and then go forward with it. The cost of the transportation will vary depending on the type of transportation that you have selected. Go on to click the next button. That is going to bring you to the final checkout button. Today, you need to make sure that you review all the details that is listed out in this particular payment checkout page. This is exactly what you needed to review on the day of the purchase. Be quick because you have already done the the investigation that you need to make sure that you are having the right package, the hotel in Mecca, the hotel in Medina, the Mina camp, the final price of the package that you plan to purchase. All this should not change if you are using the same package that you have today made up a mind of buying on the day of the package sale. This is where the current configuration stops. It does not allow you to go beyond past this. What we see is going to happen on the day of the sale is that you will see, instead of a save configuration, which is not available today, is going to be a button called purchase package. That's where you need to jump in quickly to click as soon as you have reviewed all the details and click on the purchase package button. That is going to confirm that you have gone through the package purchase option. And this is where you will see that it's going to take you through the package purchase process. The booking is going to take some time. You will see a screen showing your booking is currently being processed. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes. So don't panic, just stay there, have patience. You will see the booking will go through and the package will appear in your dashboard either as under process or as paid. And today one of the brothers shared a screen saying he has paid. That means the package has been confirmed. Right after, you will receive an email from Nusuk which says that your package is confirmed and all the details of the package is going to be shown to you. The e-wallet money will be deducted by the amount of the price of the package you purchased. And you will see, as I said, the package confirmation email to the registered email of the primary account holder. The money that was deducted from your e-wallet can be visible from your dashboard. You will see the package under your profile. If you click on the My Package, you will see, for example, in here that the package shows up as paid. This will bring to the end your successful journey to completing the purchase of the packages. I want to make sure that you are prepared to take all these steps that I showed you and mentally have this played out. Practice it as you go through the phase of purchasing the packages on the day of the sale. Post completion, just wanted to make sure that people who think what will happen once I have a package secured. There will be guides, groups formed. Firstly, groups will be formed. You need to notify us as a team that what package you have performed and whom the people are with their phone name and email address, so that we can have that confirmed with the service provider. Guides will be assigned. We will be forming groups for different people from different countries and the different packages, because everybody will have a different message that is going to be conveyed. The e-visa will be issued from the Saudi consulate and it will be sent directly to your email address. Make sure all your personal information matches with the passport, because that's what drives the e-visa issuance from the Ministry of Hajj of the Saudi consulate in the US or your respective countries. E-tickets for the flights will be issued and sent to your email address on file. For the e-tickets that were purchased through the custom flights, custom packages, those will be sent right after the issuance of the e-visa. As a group, flights get purchased, you will be sent those flight tickets. So don't be alarmed if you don't get it even close to the Hajj departure date. But as for those who have used the custom packages, the public packages, their flight e-tickets will be arriving right shortly after the package confirmation was done, because those are all independently issued to the respective purchasers from the Al-Musafir platform. We will be hosting more webinars, including from the service provider in preparation for the Hajj journey, likely after Ramadan. And we'll be hosting webinars related with Hajj topics with respect to the fiqh, the departure date, the logistics, and everything else related with your preparation going into Hajj for 2025. Just wanted to let you all know that that's the post-booking, how it looks like. Now, here's some URLs. Why am I sharing these URLs? This is important because once you have, let's say today, a package configured, and for any reason you couldn't get that package, then what I want you all to do is have these URLs handy, bookmarked in your web browsers, whether it is a Chrome or an Edge or Firefox, whatever browser you're using, you will use this alternate packages and bookmark them into your browsers. That way you can quickly go into the package and go on to do the configuration of that package and finally go on to purchase that package in case your first preference packages is not available on the day of the sale. This will be very handy for you all as we go into the final stages of the package purchase. Chances of you losing out on any of those is also high given the high demand and the less availability of the packages and the quota itself in general. So keep this as handy so that you can quickly, do not without wasting time in searching for the package and trying to look for the details. Rather, you would have already done your research. You would have already factored in what your second preference is going to be. Have that bookmarked. If you do not know how to bookmark it, please email me or text me directly. Then I will be able to assist you and show you how to bookmark those. And if I get time, I will go through that as well in the next step. All right. So what is the phase 3 going to look like? I want you all to be aware today, as on today, the phase 3 is not known with the exact date and the timing. Nobody knows that. However, we think it's going to happen next week primarily because the Ministry of Hajj, based on the earlier discussions had with the service provider, was that they want to complete all the sales before the first of Ramadan, the first day of Ramadan, which is actually, inshallah, will be either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So we think it's going to happen. We don't have the exact date and time. As soon as we hear it, we will all let you know, but just be ready for the package sale to happen. Packages, as I said, will be sold on first come, first serve basis. Packages are sold based on service providers, package availability, and country quota. As I said, the total country quota, let me be clear here, it's not per country quota, because every country has almost reached their country quota. So now the quota is open for everybody. Let's take example, USA had only 4,000 quota as their primary goal. That was all done. So they can go beyond 4,000, 6,000 and continue to buy whatever is available in the Nusuk platform. So the other part is keep your e-wallet fully funded to cover the price of the package for you and your family. And as I mentioned, keep alternative packages bookmarked just in case you don't get the preferred packages, and refer to those URLs. One thing I wanted to tell you all, have a computer, and I have multiple computers and browsers opened up. And I have heard a couple of times that, sometimes the laptop works better, but I have seen of late people saying, the mobile browsers have been faster as compared to the laptops. And it could be the case. So if you want to have your friend with you, have something open on a mobile device, Android and iOS, and have him be ready for you to log in on your behalf in case you have difficulty getting into the computer, bringing up those pages. And we'll talk about those challenges in a while. But these are some of the options that you want to be ready with. Have a good internet connectivity, which is very important for you on the day of the sale. On the day of the sale, which can happen during the weekday, if you are working, my advice to you is maybe you want to take the day off, or at least the part of the day off when the sale is about to commence, because you can do this while at work. I assure you that it's not something that you can do during the time of the work. So that's my advice, but everybody has their preferences, but just make sure that you are prepared for this. All right, so some of the challenges we have on Nusuk. Primary number one is site itself, it becomes unavailable for you. And we have seen this. That's just the challenges of this Nusuk platform. You will not be able to log into Nusuk at all. And again, I'm not trying to scare you off. This is what is going to happen. There will be delays in receiving the OTP. The OTP only has a 5-minute expiration time. By the time of the OTP is received in your email, that 5 minute has already gone by. So the OTP that you receive is already invalid and has already expired. So that means you got to be ready, trying it multiple times, but don't try to use an invalid or expired OTP multiple times, because it's going to lock your account. And if it locks your account, it locks you for 30 minutes. That means you cannot go back again to the platform until the 30-minute has gone by. So have patience. Think through this as what is the best way that I can do when the system is overloaded, and you will not be the only one who's going to face this difficulty. Everybody else will. So just be patient, make dua that Allah make it easy for all of us to get this through with the OTP received, and you're able to log in and get through it. There will be waiting window like you are in a queue, or it's going to be just like rotating, and I'm going to show you some screenshots of that so that you can be prepared. Sometimes the pages will take long time to respond back at the time of the purchase. Do not panic, have patience. If there's a delayed response, think through it, wait for the pages to come back and render back on the screen. If you see a blank screen already come up, that means you already lost the connection. So what you need to do, go back again, launch another window, or have the other windows in your other browser or another laptop, other device, to go back and try to log back in using that particular device. If you have a session expired, and it happens when you are about to make a purchase of the package, you will suddenly find that you were kicked out as the session has got expired. It will send you back to the login screen, or it will send you back to the home page. That's all normal. That's how all has happened in the past. This is not to say that it's not going to happen in the phase 3. Sure, it's going to happen. Just be ready. What do I do in case of all this? These challenges is not happening just for you. It's just that you are part of the larger group of people who are actually trying to make a purchase on that particular day. Here's one other thing. It will show you the website is under maintenance. We'll be back soon. That's going to happen because the Nusuk team will be putting in software changes right before the commencement of the sale, and this kind of a page will appear at any given point of time just before going in for the sale of the packages. So be aware that it's not just happening for you. If you see this, that means everybody else is seeing this one. But you want to be ready. What I'm going to expect on the day of the sale, this can be one of those. You will see the spinning window. When you see this one, there are a lot of users trying to get in on the Nusuk during the sale. This is kind of the waiting window that I was talking about. Like you will be in queue. What I want to do is have patience. This will go away, and it is going to take you some time. But when finally it goes away, it will take you to the login screen. That means you have now gone inside of the queue where you are then provided with the option to log in screen. Don't be just refreshing this, because if you keep refreshing your screen, it will think that you just arrived and you will lose your place in line. Just think of this as somebody who's calling your customer care. You are like 100% in the line, and then it will say you are in 99, 98, and likewise until all the people have been let in. But if you go out, that means you lost your place, and then once again it will consider you probably the 101st person or 102nd person. So stay on this page. Rather than refreshing, it is going to go away. If you have multiple browsers, keep it started before the sale, a couple of hours before, so that it will bring you earlier into the queue of the people needing to get on the application. You can also see this. This is again normal. This can happen during the time when the Nusuk platform, the tech team is trying to prep up the application for the release of the packages. When you see this, again, don't panic, have patience. This will go away and take you to the home screen or the login screen. Try another browser or laptop or a mobile device to get you on to see if there is this window basically goes away, just so you know that it's not happening only on your laptop, but it is generally happening across on the Nusuk platform. These are some of the issues that you will see going into the sale of the packages. Suddenly, you will also see that you were about to make a purchase, and you will see this screen come up which says, something went wrong. Please try again or contact the customer support. Now, a couple of things can happen in here, that the package that you are trying to buy suddenly has run out of capacity, or there was problem processing your request because of a breakdown in the transaction that was happening between the e-wallet finance thing and as well as buying you the package. Have patience. Don't panic again. Go back to the last screen or start from the dashboard or the screen on which you were, so that you can get back on this particular platform again. You can get this. The number of booking for applicants exceeded the capacity of the country citizens, or the package itself. Now, the country citizens will not happen. So the message that you are seeing may not be that way, but it may say the number of booking for applicants exceeded the capacity of the package rather than the country citizen, because there is no limit now to the country quota. However, there is only limited quantity of the packages with every service provider, and that can run out. That can run out. So you may see this when the packages is sold out for the quantity available for your package that you are trying to buy. If that's the case, then you got to remove this from your cart, empty the cart quickly, and start over with the other preferred package configuration, just like how I mentioned using the URL. So all of these is going to be what happens during the sale of the packages. Don't panic. We will also have a Zoom session started. We will try to be on the chat, trying to answer all your questions and help you as best as we can during the time of the package sale. As for the next steps, as I mentioned, top up your e-wallet, the funds needed to purchase the package, keep your preferred packages, be ready, logged into the Nusuk site at least a couple of hours before the sale start. Be ready for the package sale to open. That date and time is still not known. Keep watching for alerts from our group or any other WhatsApp group or Telegram groups you have. Have some friends who can help you out in case of any issues with your laptop or browser or internet. Don't panic. Make dua. If you have any issues, reach us so we can assist with the purchase itself. People have been reaching out to me asking for help in assisting with the package booking itself. There is a group of volunteers that I have. Please message me directly so we can help you and assist you in securing the package, inshallah. Again, we will try our best at the time when the package sale goes. If you have any questions, use our WhatsApp group and scan the QR code and get yourself and your friends and families so that we will ensure that you are ready for the package sale purchase when it opens up. That's all I had for today, but I wanted to make sure that we take and open up the forum questions for any questions. I know I went through very quickly in the time that I had. I know it's a weekend. You're all stressed out from the past couple of weeks. I do understand. We have gone through this. I assure you that this is just Allah's will. If Allah wills that you are destined to go to Hajj this year, just like how my brother, so happy for him that he just got the package. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, this can happen for you. And if Allah has will that you can go to Hajj, nobody can do anything. I mean, let alone the Nusuk platform or me or anybody else. However preparations that you may have done, at the end you have to accept this. This is Allah's will. It's in your qadr that it was written that you can do the Hajj this year. But do not lose heart, have patience, and keep trying for this one, please. That's my dua, and my dua is that Allah keep you all steadfast on this path of His and the Sunnah, and then try to make best efforts in securing the packages. Be prepared and make dua that Allah make it easy for you in going to Hajj of 2025. With that, we'll open up forum, Samir. Brother Samir, we can also take questions from the chat, or we can go through the...
Let's start with chat question, then we can go and if somebody wants to unmute themselves. So first question is Dur premium tolerance available for USA?
Dur premium tolerance is available for, I believe so. Let me check. Yes, you see the one. So we got about 333 available. That's spread across, Netherlands, France, as well as New York.
Okay. By any chance, if we end up going with another group, would we still have access to the Imam leading the group lectures? It's important that we are getting guidance according to Quran and Sunnah, meaning the Dur Imam.
Yes. If you're talking about Imam Abu Muhammad al-Maghribi, Alhamdulillah, he is part of our group. Great, scholar and sheikh with knowledgeable he is going to be available for us. He's part of our group. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to him. He's got his Telegram account as well, and you can send those questions over to me or directly to him, and we will have Hajj related sessions with our teacher Abu Muhammad Al Maghribi, inshallah.
And during
Doesn't matter whether you are with Du or some other group.
yeah, and during the lunch time, if he's happened to be in your camp or something, you can always go to his lectures. But other than that,
Yes. Mhm.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So let's say, for example, if you are in Majar al-Kabs or in Al-Muasim camp, and if the Imam is holding a lecture at a time, you are always, welcome to go into those sessions, regardless of whether it's our Imam or some other Imam that you want to be with. Those lectures are always going to be open. People, you will see that, there will be open sessions going on inside of camp, inside of Mina, Arafat, and not likely in Muzdalifah, but in all these other places, you will definitely have uh, lectures and bayans going on.
Just have multiple computers trying to clog up the system, making it harder for everyone to potentially log in.
Unfortunately, yes, it does. And you're just trying to take a chance in here. You're trying to see what best you can do to get yourself I mean, I wish I would have asked everybody to open just one browser. But if you have to try whatever best you can to secure a package, yes, that's what you're going to do. And ultimately, yes, it's going to be choking in the system. But I can give only the message to my group people not to do it. But I have the whole world along with me, who is going to be trying anyways.
Question about custom packages with the group flights. Is the price for group flight, from what I see right now, when we are configuring, is going to change when phase 3 opens and we are booking?
No, the price of the custom flight that's pre-configured is going to remain the same. It's not going to change from today on the day of the purchase of the package itself. However, the public packages, pre-custom flights that you build can change from today to the day of the purchase.
Also, with the bookmark URL, it is going to ask us to log in again on Nusuk as soon as we open in a different window. What do you
No,
recommend? Copy the URL and open
yeah.
in the same window?
Yes. Yes, you don't have to copy that one. So I can go through that one. You don't have to copy it. You keep it bookmarked. When you keep it bookmarked, it actually opens on the same window itself. So use the login window, and the login window right on the top. If you go into your browser and click on the favorites, it will bring up the link that you clicked on in the same window of the browser, or the same tab of that particular browser.
Could you
And I
please
can demonstrate to you that one once I am taking with the questions done.
Could you please explain again, how can we purchase the part of flight outside Nusuk?
Okay, so what you do is when you do the outside of the Nusuk, this is what it will show you. It is going to show you a custom flight as an option, and you will start by acknowledging and selecting a flight. You have to do this one. Just go ahead and click on this button, acknowledge and select a flight, and it's going to take you inside of the flight selection page. That's going to look like something that I'm showing on the screen, which is going to give you two options. One is a round trip, which is just two destinations. One is the departure and from in the place of from your place, as well as return flight from Saudi Arabia. And there is another option, which is the multi-city, which means you can have broken down into multiple segments of the flight. In this case, I have selected New York to Medina with an arrival date, but also I have a Jeddah to New York selected, but I can also add more flights up to 6 max that it allows, which will say, like, for example, I may use New York to Medina, but may I also choose, like, Jeddah to Dubai, and then I may choose Dubai to New York as another flight options. So you can do multiple selection option. The criteria is the arrival date on the Saudi Arabia soil should be before, not a day before the start of the package, or at least on the day of the start of the package. and the departure date should not be beyond your time of the package end date inside of the Saudi Arabia. That's the criteria. You select those based on whatever your best needs are, and then go on to list out all the flight options that you will see inside in here. That is going to show you how many flights are there, and you use whatever flight is best matching for you. It's going to give you the total price, just like an Expedia or a booking.com. This is nothing but it's coming from Al Musafir group, and it's going to give you all the flight options. You can look into the flight details, make the choice of that particular flight that you want to go, and when you click on select, it's going to take you to this window, which is going to show you the details of the flight that you selected, and the passengers and the traveler details. That includes the name, the date of birth, the passport number, nationality, issuing country, passport expiry date. All this is actually pulled from the Nusuk account, and you want to make sure that these are all matching with your passport information, because the tickets are issued right after the you do the submit of the button, and then it goes through the process. And finally, there's a checkbox that you have to say, I have read the terms and agreements. You just basically click on the one, and as you click on this submit button, there's going to be a window which is going to show like it's under process. And as within like 2 minutes, it is just within less than about 30 seconds, I would say within less than 30 seconds, you will see like the flight selected confirmation pop up. You click OK, and once you click OK, that's when your flight selection is actually done for that particular flight that you selected. Today, as on today, if you do it, that is going to expire in less than 2 minutes. So you will see this in the payment checkout. If you make a custom flight configurations in the payment checkout, you will see that same window that I'm showing in here. That's going to appear. It says it expires in 2 minutes and 34 seconds. So I hope that was clear as to how the custom flights are built for the public packages.
Okay, the next question, Dur Premium Approach. Is it a public package? How many spots available for Canada?
I can get you that if I don't have it in here. Approach. I think I should have. I can get the numbers for you. I may not have it in here. I'll make note of that one. Premium approach.
What is the difference between under process and paid during booking?
Yeah, so the under process will tell you when the transaction is going on in the background with the Nusuk platform trying to maybe pull the money from your e-wallet, and then confirming all the flight information and all the bookings to happen based on the room selection and all that. It's just like a process flow that is going to take a little longer to come back to the paid state. And I do not expect anybody when suddenly it says under process to getting declined. And if for any reason, if it comes back as declined, it could only be because of, let's say, for example, you had money, but the money was less than the package purchased. That could be the only case, but I have not heard anybody when it's under process and going into paid, there was any issue at that point of time. So it's just one of the steps of getting you from under process to the paid state. When it is paid, it's all done. Everything is done. That means you will go back to your e-wallet. You will see that the money has been pulled out and the account balance has either reduced by the package price that you purchased. And during the under process, you can otherwise see also that the money in your e-wallet is still not deducted. That could be the difference that you can see between the under process as well as the paid. As soon as the paid is done, the other thing that you will see is it will start appearing in your itinerary. All the itinerary will be sent out by the time you already probably have received the email. All that is part of the paid step. As for the under process step, that means there is still something going on in the background to get your package confirmed.
This question, so what is the name of the Mecca? If you are traveling from Jeddah to Makkah, do you put ihram at the Jeddah airport or at the Mecca?
So if you are traveling from Jeddah to, if your hotel first day starts in Mecca, if you land in Jeddah, then you will be doing the ihram on the flight itself. If you are traveling from the west, you will be notified passing over the miqat, and that's a requirement that you don't pass the miqat without putting on the ihram. Um, and in case there is you miss out, you basically, I think, you'll be asked to uh, go back and put it inside of the miqat, but it's a requirement that you put on the ihram as you pass through the miqat area. And if you are traveling by, let's say, not a non Islamic airlines like Emirates or the Saudia or Egypt Air, likely, let's say, for example, even I think in most of the European airlines, because of the fact that you will have people traveling, mostly Muslims, going into the region of Jeddah, and most of them trying to do Umrah or Hajj, you will be notified of passing over the Miqat. So either you have the Miqat, the Ihram ready, and make the Niyyah after, right around the crossing of the Miqat.
And generally, everyone puts ihram at the when they get into the plane mostly, so that is
Yeah,
easier.
that's correct. It is easier rather than trying to go in and then change your clothes and all that. Uh, but depending on your condition and your place of departure, do what is right for you and your comfort. Uh, but keep in mind that, yeah, I need to be reminded of, yeah, let the airline host know about it, that I will be needing to put the haram. Please remind me of this. And they know that, they know the place and the time of crossing into Mikat. They let you know at least, I think, 45 minutes to an hour before. Correct, Samir?
Yeah, yeah. Generally, they let you know
Yeah.
beforehand. Sure. Yeah, because I think they have the flight from Toronto to Jeddah, which is a long flight.
And their first day is in Mecca.
Toronto Jeddah direct flight.
No, but is the stay in Mecca. So this is the condition. So if you are not going into Mecca, you don't have to put in the ihram. If
Yes.
you are going to Medina, you don't have to put in the ihram. Only if your hotel starts in Mecca, only then you have to put in the ihram. I hope this is clear.
Yeah.
You don't have to put in ihram even your hotel start when your package starts in Medina, even though you are landing in Jeddah.
Yes. Yeah.
I hope that is clear.
Their first destination is Makkah. So
Yeah, the first destination has to be Mecca. Only then you are required to put in the ihram.
yeah, I mean, as Brother Vaji talked, right? You have two options. Either you put at the Torrent airport, but it's a long flight, so I mean, you have to maintain that. Otherwise, you can put in the flight itself. They will announce that Megad is coming in an hour or so, and then you can change in the flight itself. That's good. Okay. How long a browser session will be active when we log in to purchase before extension?
So before the package sale itself goes, a lot of things happen, and thus one of those that I have mentioned was, your sessions are going to be expiring, and even though you were locked in, suddenly you will be taken out at the web page that you were in, and you will be asked to log in again. This is normal because Nusuk wants are doing the platform changes, and this can go right up to the point where the Nusuk platform is made ready for purchase to open up. So if you happen to be there, and suddenly your session has expired, I mean, you just go back and log in again. There is no other way. How long can you stay active? Do not keep it active. And that's when I say, just like, let's say for in normal cases, you don't want it to be active for more than like 5 minutes. Within the 5 minutes, you want to be moving around on the website, from dashboard to packages, packages to dashboard to configure packages, something that will let the system know that you are active and you are not idle. If you are idle for, like, let's say, more than 10 minutes, you're obviously not active, and that will log you off automatically. Any other questions, Samir?
No, I don't see any other questions, but if anyone has any other question, they can unmute themselves and talk.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I have a question about as you mentioned before, like we can take a separate flight by
Mhm.
ourselves from, for example, from Netherlands to Dubai, and then from Dubai to Saudi, we can take from Nusuk. So,
Yes.
so one destination, the last destination must be like from the Nusuk. We must have to take the flight that will land at Saudi, and also at the return that will fly from Jeddah or from Medina. So last destination or arriving and departure from Nusuk must be Saudia. So it's
South.
not possible
Yes.
that we take the second flight by ourselves and first flight from Nusuk. It's not possible. Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
The two flights is needed. One is the arrival, and
Yeah.
the second flight is the departure.
Yeah.
However, let's say, for example, you decide that you will take from Dubai to Jeddah as one flight, or Dubai to Medina, and return you want to take it, like, let's say I want to do it straight from Jeddah to Amsterdam. I can do that, but I can also do is I can take from Jeddah to Dubai, and then likewise my package flight is actually done at that point of time. The rest of the flights you do it outside. The condition is that your arrival and departure has to be inside of the Nusuk journey. And that's what it is. You can, and it tells you, you can enter the KSA within that timeline, and you have to depart from, uh, to be there. Like, your stopovers can be in any place.
Yeah. So this means that the second half you must have to be through Nusuk, but the first half of the flight you can take from anywhere outside.
Yeah, you can take from anywhere outside. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can take
Thank
from
you.
anywhere outside. Yeah.
Yeah, like for example,
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
it's okay. Anyone has any other question? Yeah, brother.
Yeah, I have this is Mizan. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
I have a few questions. Basically, last time when the first sales, I was not able to get inside at all. I started 30 minutes earlier, and
Sure.
when I get this, my OTP, it is more than 5 minutes, so it was invalid. So I was not able to log in at all. I mean, that is just unfortunate.
You're
But this
not
time,
the only one. Everybody has it.
right.
Yeah.
So this time I wanted to make sure that how early I should log in, and then how can I, that's the question I was asking earlier,
Yeah.
how long I can stay active. Like, should I log in before 2 hours and then try to log in and then try to be active so that I'm not kicked out?
Yeah. So, brother, this happens like this. So when there's two things that will happen on the day of the sale. The Nusuk platform team, what they do is they keep releasing some software updates to enable the purchasing of the packages to happen. Unfortunately, the Nusuk technical team is not so mature at this point of time where they can make this process seamlessly easy without the system having these delays in receiving the OTP, or bringing the system down. So they are not at that point yet. You are still going to face the challenges of, even though you may start 2 hours before, which I say you all have to do. This is 2 hours before that you go in and log in. At least you are inside of the login page and not see this kind of a screen show up. Let's say we are 30 minutes before the start of the package, you will be encountering this kind of a screen, because at that time you won't even be able to get to the login screen. That means you are still waiting to get on the home page itself. So the earlier you start, the better that you are inside of the login screen. Now, once you are in the login screen, you will still encounter these delays in receiving the OTP, because too many people are asking for the OTP, and the OTP is not as good as it should be in sending you the OTP in time of the 5-minute expiration date. The longer you want to be inside of the page, once you are logged in, it's better for you to at least have a little bit of a better chance of once again trying to go back to the login page and start over into the dashboard, and likewise go on to configure and buy the package itself. Once you are inside, and for good reasons, if the session is not expiring, you're not kicked out, then my ask for you all is, you keep moving around in the website within that time frame of 2 hours before the sale, and that you don't give up at that point, that you don't lose to keep your session active. And that's why I was saying it's important that you are on the day of the sale. If you are working, then you have taken a day off and just keep yourself hooked up with this one website, hoping for a seamless, easy process of getting the package.
One thing I noticed, and at certain point, I tried that last night. I was just trying to stay and see how long with that I can stay there. But at certain point, they said you session is expiring pretty soon. You wanted to extend.
Yeah.
Right. So that will probably come, and I try to extend, and it keep on coming that window over and over and over, and it's not allowing me to do anything.
Yes, that's how it is. It's going to, unfortunately, that's why I say don't just keep it waiting for that window to come back. Rather, just you got to move around in the site to say the system knows that, okay, you are active, you are doing something here, so it understands your session should not be expired.
I mean, I was active, I was doing something. I mean, it is just
still it came up.
It came up because probably a couple hours I was there, because that's what I was trying to test. And one thing I saw that even I said extend one time, and then after that, if I close, instead of saying extend anymore, then I can work on a few minutes at least. And eventually it kicked me out after like 5 or 10 minutes. But I'm hoping that we can get the window to purchase.
Yeah, inshallah. We are just all hoping for the one. And I have a strong feeling that it is going to open. But let's be hopeful of this one, and pray to Allah that phase 3 comes up easy for all of us.
I joined a little late. Do we have any idea on timelines? I know that we were thinking February 19th, everyone, but after that, there is.
So I would expect this to happen only by the next week, at least before the start of the Ramadan. Because Saudi was off Friday and Saturday, and you all saw the changes happening in the platform. So that's a good sign. The changes that led us all to configure. And after the configuration, we expect that the Ministry of Hajj and the Nusuk teams are going to be finalizing in today or maybe by tomorrow. Hopefully we should have some updates to you by latest Tuesday, I would say. And it could just be right away. Like Tuesday you get the information it's starting on Wednesday, or Monday you get the information that it may happen Tuesday. So just be ready for all this to happen very quickly in the next few days.
One more question. Sorry, I'm just asking. Question is, we configure Dur Premium Jam like FCN1 EMN. So all the configurations ready and everything is there, but I don't know what the purchasing looks like. Will that be when in the configuration window, if I say checkout, and at the end stage, do I get any submit button or something? That button
so
is
I
not
think
showing
I
up.
went through this one, so in the interest of the time here, so when you go through this, it should take you to the final page, something like this, and give you the transportation option. And checkout button, and in the checkout button you will see this button, save configuration or a purchase package button will appear here in the bottom right.
I see. So save configuration, we already saved it.
It used to be save configuration. Now it is going to be like a purchase package button will appear there.
Okay, at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
With the money. Okay. So right now there's nothing, but it will show up.
Right now it's just going to be like that. Right now you're going to see just like this.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We'll give other people a chance to ask any questions.
There is one question in chat. If we do not secure a package this year, will our funds remain in e-wallet till next year?
Yes, I believe the funds are going to be secure. It's in your e-wallet. It's your money. It's not going to go anywhere. And that would help you. If you are okay to let it remain there, it can remain there. And it's not going to go anywhere. And you can request for a refund at any point if you have to think about it again.
From anyone?
Anybody else? Any questions? Well, if not, we will be available on the Dur, Ar-Rahman Guests Travels WhatsApp group. And if you have any questions, any assistance, any details that you need, please reach out to me or my brother Samir in here. We will be able to assist you and answer your questions. We sincerely hope that you all will make to the Hajj of 2025 this year. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for all of us to get through this process of purchasing in phase 3. Number one, that we hope that the phase 3 is going to open next week, and that you all make dua for yourself and for the other brothers who want to go to Hajj. And may Allah invite us all to His house, Baitullah, and that you are able to make the Hajj in 2025, along with you and your family members who you plan to go on Hajj this year. With that, I thank you once again, you all, for joining in for my
Brother Oji,
webinar.
Excuse me. I have a question.
Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you mentioned about one of the luxury package from Berlin, for a 21 seat or something. So I was wondering, like, if you can travel by yourself from Netherlands to Berlin, can you purchase that package, or is it only for the
No.
German nationals?
It's only for the German nationals. So the packages are only available for those country of residence. So if you are from, let's say, Netherlands, I don't even think you will be able to see this package on your screen. The
Okay.
people only from Germany will be able to see this package.
Okay, perfect.
Likewise,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, Jazak.
Yeah.
I have this, Mazan, again. I have one quick question. So we are thinking to go from LA if we can purchase the package, and then we will have and I think there's also same flight with Toronto at the same time. So will that be same group of people will be staying in Medina, and then the leads or whoever is helping us?
Yes. Yes. So generally, when you are using a custom package with a pre-configured flight, every member of that package from that particular group flights will be formed with as a group. Number one, WhatsApp group is going to be formed. The guide is going to be associated with you throughout until the time you come into the airport. And in the airport, it's all going to be one group. You will know all your Hajis who will be going with you in that same flight, and the guide is going to help you, assist you, direct you from there on, and then go on to land at Jeddah or Medina. You will have the Dur representatives at the place of arrival. They will assist you in transportation, and once we go from, let's say, a bus to the hotel will also have the Dur representatives there. By that time, hopefully the room allocations are done based on the preferences. And if you arrive a little early, the total check-in is normally 4 and 5 p.m. But be prepared that there can be delays also. It's not that, as soon as you arrive that, you expect that things to be very smooth in there. Mentally be prepared that you would probably have to wait there for, certain hours before the rooms are assigned, because everybody is making it at the same time. And it's not that this one group, hundreds and thousands of people are coming in to Saudi Arabia at the same time. So patience is very important, and the sabr starts, right from the time you take off for Hajj. So yes, so there will be groups, brother Mizan.
Thank you, appreciate it.
One question, one more time. If you can explain one more time between under process and paid during booking.
Yeah, as I said, under process means there is still some transactions going on in the background with respect to pulling the money from the e-wallet by making sure that the flight tickets are, in the system is marked against your name. The hotel rooms are marked against your names and the people in your name. And then finally get you the confirmation email sent out. Think about this as a multiple handoffs happening from internally one system to the other system, and that steps actually takes certain time. And finally, as it gets through these steps, it'll come back to the paid state. In the paid state, that means it's all said and done. Your ticket is confirmed, your hotel rooms are in your name, you have got the email confirmation to your email, and then you also see that itinerary in your in your account profile. I hope that answers it much clearer. I wish I could answer you more technical, but I would just say, you probably can see also this sometimes, where not in many of the flights that you book in Expedia or things. Sometimes it just says that, it's under processing, and then suddenly you see that, it's all, done. It's like, the number of steps that it goes through is probably going to take some time. That's where it is slower.
Anyone has any other question?
If you allow me, I might have one more question. This is Mizan again. So you might have already mentioned this. So the visa will be available. Another webinar I was listening to, your webinar, that 5,000 visa is available. Is that 5,000 for US or the whole world?
Approximately, I said. That's an approximate number that it was remaining from the sale 1 and 2. That number must have gone down now, but for the whole world, it's all the rest of the world. That number can be low, but that number can be increased by the Ministry of Hajj, given the number of unsold packages from the service providers. And of course, it's an economy for the Saudi government that they want to bring in more people. And in the past, it has happened. They have increased the quota and then be able to get almost all the packages sold out.
So 20,000 earlier, now 5,000. So total 25,000 Hajis would be there, or maybe more?
No, it's the 20,000 that happened in phase 1. Phase 2 must have already got.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, phase 2 must have got another 20,000 plus. I don't know. That number is not known for us today.
I see. So that 5,000 or less or more, it will be available for everyone.
Yes,
all world, but the packages are very limited to those countries who has the packages. Like for us, only US or Netherlands, Germany, they have their own packages. But
yes, that is still with confined, because nobody can travel from, let's say, even if you buy a package of Berlin, I can't assure you will get a visa from here to Berlin. So you can, right? So because you got to travel there. Right?
But this time we have an opportunity to compete 5,000, right? Not earlier, if the US only had 2,000, then US would be out in the phase 1 after 2,000. But this time,
you have the option of 5,000. So your scope is more, your chances are more, but everybody else's chances is equally the same.
Makes sense. Yeah, as long as we can get in. Yeah, so perfect sense. Inshallah. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Brother Mandy, do you have any question? We can't hear you, Brother Mandy, if you are talking. Okay. Speak, Brother Mandy. We still can't hear you. You can write in chat if you want to.
That's fine. We can take his question outside also. But
otherwise, you can WhatsApp a question in the group and we can try to answer that.
I hope this session was helpful for you all. And
it was. Thank you very much.
Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair. And just be prepared. Just get prepared and don't lose hope. Make dua, make plenty of dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And at the end, accept that it is the qadr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that whatever is in your khair for you, what is best for you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it for you, and accept it. And then, look forward for another year, inshallah.
Barakallahu fikum.
With that, we conclude today's session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam. Shukran.